Malo e lelei, malo e tau mao e whiawha a fōwha koe ni. Pea koe whiawha pule lulu e ni aho tahawalu o a kosi o i wafe maua taha. Tong mo mea mai eni ki he polokalama le tio koe ia ai TWN, pe koe tonga World News broadcast straight at be me Seattle, Washington. Ko Brenda ko ngaika, pea ko ku hoa ngawe ko Emeline Whaumu New Day. Pea o ma fia fini ke whakahoko atu e tau polokalama ko ia ai ka kai whiwhine pea mo ngahi ngawe whakataki mua o kunau BC ki ai, pe kunau mao, pe kunau experience no ia. Ko ia, e ata tau ki lotu, ke whamama whana ki o tau i whiwhini. Pea, Emeline, you okay?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Ia, tau lotu. Koe mata mai he vani ki ta paho hua wha. Hoko mai ho kure ki mamani pea pehe foki ki he langi maolunga o ku mau tulolo atua i he whiwhini. Whakamalo ki a te koe ho ngahi ofa mo i tāpua ki kotoa pe ke tuko mai ki he polo kalamani. Whakamalo ki a te koe i ho ngahi tataki. Poto mo i ilo, mo i iwi o ko ke tuko mai ke whakahoko aki ai ngā ue mahu inga koe ni. Ta mai wani mau kore ka te koe e whakamurimori i angi aki mau tolu mau hapai i ngā ue ni. E ai ha mau wanga o tae tāu mo tae whiunga. Pe upe ai hangahianga o ku i kai ke tole rei ki he pāinga pe koe ope, pe koe kolope, whakamurimori i angi mau tolu. Mau kore ke awhio ke tokoni ke maua i he whatake ngā wen. Mai ha loto maa, sino malohi, mo ata mai lelei, pia whaka lelei iange ai lea o ku whakahoko atu i he polo karamani ke ua na mahe hei ke ha whainga mea o whehalaki mo whanongo ai tonga. Kare ka te koe ki tāpoke anga mau whanua, tāpoke anga tamatui, pia moe whare o mohe o fo, ke he whake tahini kuini na nasi pau u tuku aho. Tāpoke anga kautaki, me kau mau pere na fio, pia moe kautaki lotu, toko ni anga mau whanua, e ngahi palopare mau kulolo tonga, ta utu i tonga i he taimini. Tāpoke anga whanau tupu ke ua na take kina ki nau toro te volo ke nau kau ke whaahinga palopare makoni ulo tonga ka puiho mau whanua ai drugs. Tō mau kore ka te koe ta mahe wani tāpua ki ange kakai, pia moe whanua he kohono uingana e hapa ia ki olunga e he ulo aki wha. Tō ni ange maua pia mga hi polo kalama koe o mateo teo i whawhini, tāpua ki anga Emeline, si tāpua ki ange atupo Helu, ni ongo ko ni amahe atu ia me he mamani koe ni, ke he mamani koe ia tahau. Pia o kui ai ongo i whainga tā ia lahi pia mo e whakaloloma mo oni i he wholau hola ai toa koe ni. Tāpua ke angeia ke ne mauha mo i maa ni oni. Pia mo toko ni ai pe ani ihi koe ia unau mau ai ongo. Pia mo e ako me ai i he ne lolo tonga i e mamani. Tāpua ke angi mai whawhini ma kore ngahi mi ani i he huafa peo alo o Sisu Karaisi. Amen.
Amen.
Malo, ai lele, ai tonga kutobe, mo mea mai me kolobe. Ka behe ki tonga, ka maupolo kalamai ni ko e women leadership. Ko e national women leadership. Ko mau fia he ni ke mau whakahoko atu. Ai polo kalama e pōni. Ko e aho watolu e no sune, a pule lulu, a wanoa wataha. Ko e topiki o pōni o pehe, how can we overcome failure? Kaya anga fefe, ke tau overcome, ke te tau lawai, ai taimi koe o ku tau tōno no ai. Kaya anga fefe, ke ta lawai, ai taimi o ku tau tōno no ai. Ka pau koe taki ki taua, fefine, o kulahi ai taimi o ku tau tōno no ai. Pe koe failure i he ta mo ui. Whaka family, whaka society, whaka siasi pa pehe ki whaka whanua. Pa te maulawe atu kia i he pōni, pehe kia kuongo partner, po ka kau ngā re tio tahine so tia ko Emeline Latu whau mu tau ki o ne tuku ni tei. Pea pehe whoki ki tahine ko Brenda whanua ko ngai ka. E he kolo tau ko ia ko ngere ia. Te maulawe atu i he pōni, koe anga whewhe ke tau tu umalohe ka kai whewhine. O awhi ki tau tolu, tau hoko koe taki rerei, i he taimi koe o tau tōno noa. Tuku ha tengia moa, ke mo lawe mai, ki he tau polokalama whaka ofa mo e tō piki whaka ofa i pōkoeni.
That's a clip. I just played that clip. Isn't that beautiful? Excuse me.
Yeah. That's a very strong intro.
Yes. Mahalo ko e tau po kalamai ni malo ai lele ai tonga kato pe malo e lau Maria ho eki ko au Emeline fa au mo new day. I guess I'll be a new day tonight. But anyway, only because it's still official on my license, I guess.
Yep.
Excuse me, Brenda. Go ahead, because I'm not sure what happened to my voice tonight. But I need a break on my voice.
Yeah. Kaya fogi na e whai ha whola watu ki Euless, Texas. Aia ko Emerinia mono family, pe pe foki ke te awe mo koa. Ke si mea whaka eke o e te whine whaafofa koe ni. Ne ongo kua more atu me tek tātoru. Her legacy still lives on
Yes.
and she's still strong within us. Pea oku kei hoko pe koe konga o e host o e Mapolo Kalama. E ka wale pe ku mate ate Mapolo Kalama, mahalo koe ki sa ia e Polo Kalama. Not that we believe it, te woro. Ka koe because we know she's such a very straightforward person, and she would have said that if one of us were gone, you know.
Kaya.
Kaku whaafofa pito e Merine, mahalo koe ta polokalama koe ia i he whiawhini koe lava pe ke ta hanga o relived ai toko taha koe ni e ne mo ui. Pea pehe
Yes.
foki mohono tare ni ti. Pea
Mm-hmm.
pehe foki pea mo ene hoko ko ha example ki he ni ihi toko lahi na ni toko ni i. Pea mo ngahi skills, experiences na ni share po e moe society ai tonga. Ko ai te tuku at ka koe ke initiate mai hata pe hata ki fo I hiva taritari. Ko sa ia mape ki fo hiva ka atui mala.
Ai pahiwa koni ko e hakani.
Lo se hina o kahala.
Yes, ka pahiwa whiunga tonia mo e tahine kon kopo.
Yes.
I am pretty sure I have that in here, but uh, you know, tala no mai peke apo. E nā talawa hange ko lau ko e nā talawa tu ki Texasi. Pea, you know, hange ko lau ko e mea he kai kia ha taimi ngā loa e le o koe ni. Pea mo e ne ngahi viso ne. Pea mo taimi na tau whetau lake prenda e.
Absolutely.
Pea, well, I'm trying to get the song on here. Uh, maybe I should be able to get the song. Okay. Uh, I'm sorry.
Whafa pe ia lele.
Trying to do the ID and then talking is not
No,
working for me. But
I
anyway,
will go ahead.
before I bring the song, Brenda mo na pito na talavatu ki Texas pea wiki ko ni ko osi pea it was one of the most beautiful thing he ka ke lava ke ngalo ai taimi ko ni na tau whewhi ai pea mo Master Helu. I always call her Master Helu
Oh yeah.
Malatui Brenda time ko na ke talamai ke tago ki ai. And when I talk to her, I tell you, Melly, when you're ready to come in, you can come in. It just I'm just gonna watch the screen for you. Melly, girl will be joining us.
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yes. But anyway, he ko if fini ko mauinga ko hinga ko women's National Women's Leadership. Ko dahan ha fine mahu inga au pito I tau culture. And I know some of the people may not recognize that, But I'm telling you, the minute I met her, I connected with her. And I'm telling you, Brenda, na ulave tu pe kia koe, I uhinga koe, I attached to her,
Yes,
Tara no fo tau ki mo he ta programa. Ko uhinga whakena tau meet ai, ko ta programa ko o pure lulu. Pe hako
yes,
ko keska tau. And she was the last guest on that show for us. I he ta Bria Letio, But
yes.
I went on lele ake tonga world news. But I tell you one thing, it humbled me. O hange pe na ulaviat koe ka koe. Time ko na feel he koe moya. And found out, remember we talk about writing books,
Yes,
You and me talk about writing books. And when
yes.
we came to her book's already on Amazon,
Already Amazon,
So
yes.
I said to myself, okay, what else you have? Tao tao no ke coaching,
Well,
what's the coaching here,
yes,
So, excuse me. Bea, tau hao I going to get in the business. See, this woman make the highest she made was $9 million a year in a business,
Yes.
eh? And
Yes.
she was on Wall Street, eh?
Yes.
Then I said to myself, okay, regardless of me having all these academic degrees, I need to sit and listen to this lady, eh?
Yes.
I don't know, you know? She knows
Yes.
something I don't know because I'm not there yet, eh? So
Yes.
that's how it humbles me to sit down and listen to her. The first thing I do, go fatao and itohi. And then because I love readings, eh? And I love to read what she wrote. Uh, I sign up immediately for her coaching, eh? And that's how me and her do the coaching. I'm not sure maybe if this work out or not work out, but I was halfway building her website. Godanga, you know what? I have something to show you, and I'm almost done. Okay, send it to me. I'll check it out. And that day, I sent her a website, unibif.org, and then I sent her the unibif.com. Ko whaikeke ko ang website ko .com ko donation paria of the Unibif. Pero unibif.org o nehanga explain I vision pa mga accomplishment ko Unibif. She was so excited about it and said, okay, I guess I passed the test that day. Kung wala ko ihe time ko na mga awe, I tell you that. But then, remember when she called me and said, put Brenda on the phone? Eh?
Yes.
And then we launched the Donga World News. I'm telling you, okay, still there with
Amazed.
the morning, eh? And
Yes.
amazed. And at the same time, this woman has a brain that I want to pick her brain every day, eh?
Yeah.
Pero manati ko tayo ni nga ime na tamay ka. Lynn, do you have a pen and a paper? And I said, yes, I do have my pen and a paper. I said, I needed to write this down because I need to get this out of my brain. Eh?
Yes.
But kada meron na tala mai ka tao. Ko fitu ko pe ko no fa wa pi wa pe pe pa mo pe ni ke ko ha be fa kau ka tao. Ko fa ke
Yes.
to hi ya kilalo ke pe ni mo pe pa. Yeah, this is who she is, and this is what she does, and I'm glad, Brenda, na da watu ki ai kita fama vai mo da tehina. It was the saddest part about it, Brenda. Ko tato ki meet anymore here in person,
In person.
and at the meeting that we're not looking forward to, eh?
Right.
And we can imagine us arriving in Texas and her picking us up from the airport and then I'll laugh all the way to the house with the tokotolo ahale, eh? And that's the thing that really makes me sad. And I know one time na nitaramay katawa kita punang eh. The
Yes.
how ko ne kahit me ako ne COVID and then things were like keep postponing to the
Yes.
point ko tatogya watu kukage lea may katawa eh. And
Yeah.
that's most thing to me na hangin na eong wala ko katiaw eh.
Yes.
Gago, I think with the respect we have for her and how we honor her, we do everything to make it to her funeral.
Yes.
Dr. Ray, this is her just transitioning, just traveling. Because God has something else for her. Uh, the thing is, we're not ready for that. She's ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
You bet. You bet.
She was so ready for that, eh? Uh, but I think our song maybe Oku Mao. Let me try
Yeah.
it.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Hmm? Very good.
Sigilo seguirá que
Tara ko
Malo.
iba ka ako pa.
Ew. It just fits her evening tonight.
Yes, yes.
Koe mea lahi koe opo si I loto koe ke vahe vahe he pia fini.
Koya.
Na kai ke ta ilo how we gonna handle it au, meet moia.
Koya.
And na tau tok ilo aki whakataha pe moia the evening before I he tōna ki in the service, eh? Koe
Koya.
first time pe na si vi wai he whanau, pa pe he mo konga family,
Koe
pia mo
pesto
ki
pula
ta.
lulu Brenda,
If
eh?
yeah,
Koya.
Wednesday evening.
A Thursday.
Oi Thursday. Pia
Mm-hmm.
tala mai rewa, koe pongpongi whalaite, koe viu a family, pa kone service lewa, just hoka tu ai pe ai, eh?
Koya.
Ka koe ta iai koe he whiaftu a pule lulu.
Something
It
special, huh?
something special. It was like already prepped beia at Ahuatu. We don't know what to expect. We were there first.
Mm-hmm.
The
We
sun
were
and
there
the
on time because they
on
told us it's
time.
7 o'clock, eh?
Yes. And then the son and the daughter walked in, and then the family came after. Aya ko halatono ia pia mohonohoa. Aya ko kata Safi, yeah,
Mm.
Shah family. And then we have the whole staff coming to our attention, eh? As
Koya.
staff, if I could do. But they pull up our show, the three of us, right when we were there.
Koya.
We have played music, Uhimi Fralotu.
Koya.
I thought it was solemnly
Yes, and hearing
beautiful.
her talking, Maratui.
Yes. And just her talking, we were viewing her, and she was the most beautiful human ever lived as she, was there. First viewed by just all of us, at the same time.
Koya.
And I forgot that Tana take Moya,
Koya.
and I would treasure that forever. Eh?
Koya.
Yeah.
That was so I mean that me I was so emotional on that time, Brenda, eh? Because
Yeah.
like you said, because this is the first time we met up with her. Uh, yeah, in a kind of odd situation, in kind of
Odd. Yes.
yes, yes. Because all this time we've been working with her. I was not expected to be meeting up with her this way. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nakake expect hata hola ia fola hola ia.
go yeah,
Me te tautol pa pepe ni whanau, whanga whatapu mo family.
go yeah,
Ka koe mea pe ko tau ilo I koe taimi pe ai eiki ia.
go
Nobody
yeah.
would question,
Yes,
and nobody would even question that. Pea koe
right.
mea ia oku lelei ke ta conversation tonight. It's just to let people know
Who she is, huh?
who
Who she
she
was.
is.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And Brenda, ko me whaketaha even though I have some regrets of not meeting up with her, but at the same time, na ikain kid, knowing her, even though we just met, pekiateau, ke whiwhinetaki, if you come across someone like her, I think it's important tau tolu tonga, ke oa te tau, o whima ke tau plan in tau pe e tau ilo mo tau ngahi poto mo mea kotoa, ka pa ke tau whai ha mea, he? Ke tau whai ha mea ke
Yes.
lelei ki he kakai. Ko mea taha koe nau mana tu i au koe Brenda, au hinga koe na tau pehera tau whetau laki ai, e tau intervention koe ni, it was more like of a uh, godly intervene,
It
eh?
was meant. Yeah.
Yes,
It
it
was
was
meant to
meant to
be.
be, and ha ko o mai tau tolo tau whataha. And then we ran with whatever, and then we ran with whatever she had. Kagomana tui, Brenda, we were talk about a non-profit, eh? This
Mhm.
lady already licensed non-profit, you know what I'm saying? She was
Yes.
always like a step ahead of you and me, eh?
Yes. Yes.
That was the amazing thing about that. But at the same time, na tahanga treasure and mahuinga, ay mahuinga ko na fifine ko ni, eh?
Yes.
And you know, na ulave pe kia ko he putu, tai milahe ko tau mite kakai, ko tau family, ko tau kau ngā maheni, many years, and some people na ke ilo talu moho ke si I moho tupuha ke mepe. But to a point, there are times you regret knowing some of these people. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously,
Yeah.
eh? No, I mean, we straight talking here, and this is women leadership anyway.
Mm.
But for her, nadatoki maheni pe moia, he foi mahina pe ko ni tau pe e tolu, ki mua he ne malolo.
Oh, yeah.
And me, I felt like na ufaamu ke mai na ila fe fine ko ni me talo kamata. But at the same time, God bring people. God's timing is always the best timing, eh?
Yes.
Kataime ai o tuaya o kutotono mapeya. Pero sometimes I can't comprehend. A project is in our hands right now. Na tau reinitiate my kunya tau lele tau tol maki because it's so huge, eh?
Oh, yeah.
And with only God's help, te talava ia e mea koe ni, eh? Neango wanga e ki o whamamahe I ho tatehina, because I know God's plan for her, and there's a better plan for her. But I'm pretty sure that hanga teu ki taua ki he foi mea koe ni. Naka maratui prenta foi pōko na tau telefoni ai. I call you, you walk into the house. And then she called me and was talking to you to that time. And then we end up, maka wiki for osin ko moia. My 2 o'clock in the morning, we were praying on the
Yes.
phone. She was praying for us, eh?
Yes.
But it's something connected all of us, some kind of tape spiritual, eh?
Yeah.
He koe ngā he o ke ongo e koe ha mea koko ka te au, pe ongo e tau ha mea koko ki ai. We have some connection in there, eh?
Yes.
And some moment, like I said, I call you around like 12 a.m. in the morning because I thought of you. At that moment, you needed my call at that moment.
I
And
walk
then,
in.
yes, and
I
then
came home.
yes, you just walk into the house. But then Paul called me, Rotonga at the Talanoa, and
Yes.
then we connected. And that's the beauty about when it comes to technology and when it comes to me, I'm always able to connect the three of us on the phone.
Yes.
While I was talking to you, she called me on the other line, and then I just connected us, all of three of us. But we were crying on the phone, and we were, we were na lotu ima iya tau hai poko ya, eh? Because we all needed the prayer that moment, eh? I
Yes.
mean, 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, we were praying on the phone. I mean, tell me about that, Brenda.
No, o koe mea whakalata pe ia i he whemahino aki, Pe moe mindset o ko very advanced,
Goya,
He oku, koe whakataha koe tokotolu tonga,
Goya.
he ikai ko ha fo i wavia e lele smooth ai pe,
No, no.
E tāpuni toko ua koe ka chit chat te toko ua koe o whia mau ke ilo ke toko taha. The three, te pēo koe two is more clear.
But
Koe
when
te
it's
au pēo
three,
koe ke he tolu, koe toko tolu le wa hare, it
Katare.
needs to be clarified. So anyways, koe Koe whaunga koe o tawhitau laki. I think it was a very inspirational
Yes.
um, togetherness na o mai tau toki ai, he?
Koia.
Ka koe ngahi, ka koe ngahi highlight koe ni o whewhine koe ni, I ne connect mai koe kia taua. First, she had a magazine or a
Yes.
newspaper that was
Yes.
running in Texas.
Yes. Yes.
And that magazine was such a beautiful magazine, first issue.
Yes.
Did Texas ever seen this beautiful magazine? Better than People, better than Vogue, better than New York Times. You know, I mean, it was already statued in
Yes.
all the component in magazine going. It was in Tongan, Tongan being inserted in there, going mainstream English,
Yes.
very general, and it was beautiful. So I was sharing with you that we had a newspaper in Seattle that we had initiated here Pemukau whakatotola a Seattle ka tangata eiki.
Koia.
Apatau
Koia.
would take back ko whaone hefa, eh? Ko eku dad, ko Stephen Fonua, ko dad, ko Haini, wha umu, maka te lilo, you know, and on and on and on, ko e tangata iki ko halot puloka. Salis moi moi, all these old folks knew each other and knew of the background of some goodness, eh? Kako e, ko newspaper na if kahingoa ia, if one, when I first issue, but it never was distributed or even given ke avi holo, he, pe te mauto hanga pa ki ha ume, no. So she created many businesses,
Mm-hmm.
legitimately organized well, and then licensed. And she had some thoughts put together. I a legitimacy o e ngawe, he?
Koia.
Kuto e hopo mai o hoko koe coach, Wall Street coach.
Yes.
Aia ku aria ngawe he Wall Street, he taimina e Lere Wall Street o hanga e Wall Street a tataki economic nose koe o Amerikani. Eh?
Koia. Koia.
Uh, and she was there with them. Because time ko na ito ay makiti o dissolve me ko. She was part of that wave too, you know.
Right. Right.
So she did not stop there. Kete aro
Mm-hmm.
create ki Wall Street mini Wall Street. No.
No.
She turned around and coached people all about Wall Street and
Mm-hmm.
how to take care of your money,
Right.
where to
Right.
put your money to, how you gonna take your dollars and have it multiply like an investment encyclopedia. I just love her mindset at that moment. So when we met, you guys developed the websites in no time. So she did the websites, but she waited till you come along and you guys just put it together. Within 24 hours,
The
websites
Tonga
were
Wellness.
up, links was up, our radio was up, Tonga World News, and all these was under the umbrella of UNIPEF,
Yes.
United Nations Pacific Islanders Federation. How can a one single mind plate this together without piling over? Eh?
Koia.
It developed a UNIPEF back in 2012.
Right.
She did not find the right people to work on UNIPEF,
No.
and she handed it to us before she left.
Right.
And it kind of pumped me up because he koe uhinga e na whetutaki ai ki ai because she did ran for the
Mayor.
mayor of
Mm.
Euless, Texas, USA. Pag whakaukau manatu I pe o kai kaka ia u e ka tu ko hau au me fe pa ko ha ho ngau e whai. E tari mai a pehe mai a. Ko me ia o sole ki pe ko hau aku me loto sole ki. You know, people just have the first impression is saying something about mayor. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Ai ko tō taha mahu inga. So, ko the response is ke COVID-19. O ku believe ia o kai ke ton ke mente te kakai ke now take medication. But then who? You know, it's up to them to make their choice. But lastly, next to the last, ko five cow. No wonder we were three heads in a pot. Eh?
Yes.
O ku nakai ke tau mai tau tori a tak tala hono credential whakalotu he nakai ke tau
Mm-mm.
halo ke ha.
Nada with our lucky pay, and we ran with what we have. You
Yes,
know.
yes.
Mm.
Koe whai kau pa koe mea na ni share mai he wike whaka osko na si I konya
Malolo, eh?
ia maloratu ko. Na ni pehe something, she couldn't sleep that night. Pea koe ngahi, a few weeks before, eh?
Oh yeah.
Pea kai ke lava o si mohi. So she got up, got dressed, full attire kenye haluge lotu. Let's say it was 3 o'clock in the morning. She drove right through Kihonofale Lotuville Ona
Yes.
under her wings. And we're not going to talk about the Falelot because we have no idea what went in there. Kako ene polo kalama.
Oh yeah.
Malanga mi Falelotu panitala mai koi otua okumo ui. And you know, and she sang her heart out. And
Yes.
she you know, she's a poet, you know. And then lastly, ko ene project pe mo itau team ko ni tonga. Eh?
Oh yeah.
Pe ko itau team ko I tonga oku, it was, I would say that was God given too.
Mm-hmm.
Oku yai itau toke yai. Ko toke ia ko ni me ispite.
Oh yeah.
Ma polo kalama atu I he
Togetama
help.
fellow, eh?
Pe ko hero ia, yes.
Yes.
He kono ko hinga he ko How to go in the mindset ka ha to ia ko ni mo full medical knowledge packed in one little mind of his.
Mm-hmm.
Ka ko a mind of world treasures of knowledge. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Ko tangata he ko ni o hoa ki mo fine tonga. Eh?
Oh
E
yeah.
fine tonga ko ni ko top attorney a tonga.
Oh
Eh?
yeah.
Pea ko ne Ted ko toko tahaya o ngā whakapureanga and a political figure. Eh? Ko
Mm-hmm.
Isleri Pulu. Pea toe iai mo I tau whaiwhikau, ko whaiwhikau, nai bless aki, ai ko
La
tāki
Mari
ia
Mariani.
he healing, eh?
Oh yeah.
I healing. Pea pea mohono hoa, ko ke lepi.
Oh yeah.
So our team is totally circled and completed.
Mm-hmm.
All through I ngā lahi e toko taha koini.
Oh yeah.
So for us to figure out how this beautiful woman put this
Together.
together, pea holaia, whala holaia, and we're here to figure it out.
Yes. But I think, Brenda, good. Kotui kota president koko I Texas he aho we can go see if like that. It gives a big message to Texas, to Euless. Eh? This is a one very important lady. Eh?
Yes.
The kage ko pule ai tai ha mai. Ta ko ta ai. We give that message. Eh? Texas
Yeah.
have her for many years, but they never appreciate her. Eh?
That's
Now I
right.
have to say that. Eh?
Yes.
Because he kono mo ni ya ona. Eh?
Yes.
Pe tawa tu tau me se tolone. E ta ilo ko e hono bahu inga. Eh?
Yes.
You know, we were the one that's so blessed because we picked her brain for the last 3 months. Eh?
Yes.
We were the one that was so blessed because I think God chosen us get the hanga carry on and a legacy. Eh?
Yes.
Peko ku tui ya. Peko me tana umana tui prenta ho labe ko ki he malanga ko ni ene malanga ko ni o ko ni malanga to tu o ni I he wanoa eh. Na ne seni mai ka te awhai malanga I siulai a hono. But the mai ka te au line listen to the, and I wanted to listen to the whole kone instruction e kon na ne ta mai ka te au, eh? But when I listen to that, Brenda, it's all about a toitu, eh?
Oh, yes.
All
Yes.
about the toitu as kalaisi. So with that powerful message, eh? We're
Kaya.
longing for that toitu, eh?
Yes.
And for her to go to the church like 3 a.m. in the morning, on the
Yeah.
malanga iya toitu, he pong pong sante ko ni, that was one powerful message right there, eh?
Kaya.
Uh, but you know, at the same time, ogo wongoi, uh, what do you call that? Well, ogo farm ke ngau, hage ogo wongoi, humble enough at the same time, honga ia is the word I'm trying to say. Knowing that God picked me for this job, eh?
Yeah.
I feel blessed, eh? Oku ilo, because don't know how huge the project that we have right now, eh?
Kaya.
And with this woman that, like you said, hand that over to us, oku ngoi honga ia ba ngoi loto maulalo ke felt like God have chosen you and me for this project, eh? Bago dami fai ko tarifikau pe and moving forward with the project, eh?
Kaya.
And I think that's the beauty about this. Hega kita no na tau feo hiai, but we accomplish a lot if we time no. O hange ko lau, I think she was looking for the right people. And then when she came to us, she found us, eh? I think she
Yes.
found the right people that she was looking for, eh?
Kaya.
And that's so beautiful, Brenda, eh?
Kaya. Koe, koe, koe uhinga whuke tau tānoa ki he kakai whiwhine i he ngā hiangai ngā aue pe koe lakanga whakataki mua. O
Goya,
kaike pehe ia, te tau lava peke tau tala noa i kakai koe ni tau pepe koe kakai poto ma tau i he nau
goya,
academic stance, eh?
goya,
Tau wakai ki kau toke tā whiwhine pe tangata. Pe koe kau loea, whiwhine pe tangata all the way, whaiwhi kau neesi. Koe kau whai ako, koe kau pailate. Pe koe kau Palestine o hawhanua. Koe ngahi lakanga whakataki mua peheni. O kai me au tai in ki nau tolu ki ai. E tau wakai koe opu hangen tau pehe koe ngahi whitu ngingi laini oe whanua kehe. Eh?
goya, goya,
A koe a umai kon ko tau ki whanua. O ku kai ke tari he tonga i ke talatu ke hafo I whitu. Eh?
goya.
O ku hopo me he hahake. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Pe o kai ko hawhiwhine ia o ku poto. Pe o kai ko hawhiwhine o pailate. Kai koe whiwhine hiva. Eh? Pe hange pe koe tau lau ki hanga tau pēr tui mala. Eh? Koe
Goya,
19 Gaeli. E Pacific South. Koe hai le rei koe tui mala kune o mai ki he tonga. and they're women.
Right.
Ko e tata I mai fo hiwa ko ni o whakanonga e tu I malai ho ta loto e ta tangi mamahi he more atu ho ta whereni.
Koi.
More atu ho ta tokoua.
Koi.
More atu ho ta kau ngā ngāwe. Ko e ngahi loto fo kia o tonu ke mau he tonga.
Koi.
Ka oku very rare oku si ke tau sio o praise ha poto ha toi taha o toi sayani.
Koi.
Te oku praise he toke taha, ka te pēt ke toi taha whamore. Oku kai ke langa oku ulu o kia, ka kongo e ako e langa e o kamata me oku tua. E pē mai toke taha ia. Pe alu ko o sio ka toko taha ke he. Tuko, apau kai ke whanongo mai koe ke kulea. Just find somebody else. Oku
Right.
kai ke ai ha understanding ia ke ne whakaukau I. I should understand the response at the tahapo ni mo I whehui. He kono ngā ukai ko hato ke tā ia. You know what I mean?
Koi.
Ka koe mea ia ulahi ai koe ai kai ke tau lava hiki. Ka kai ke tau lava tekei. Ha mea lelei. Ke lava ke embrace he tonga ai tonga. Ke lava ke tau appreciate te poto I toko taha koe he aonga.
Koi.
Ke lava ke appreciate he tonga ke whanongo mai o tapehe atu. Ko tawana tamari uruaki, pa tamari ua, pa tamari tolu, pa bla 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 bla. He neona tamari petaha. Ka aku ihe atama. No, I'm just giving got the straight
Koi.
talk
You
to
give
again.
right. You give a good example.
Yeah. Pa ko mea ko ka kai melini.
Koi.
Kai kia aonga mai he e kia mo tapua ki kita ake ai poto ta e whakapoto. Ko te poto rewa pa te acknowledge ko e ki ana ni mai poto ko ia.
Koi.
Ko te poto koe pa te lava o ilo I kita, but te understand you cannot go beyond that. Ke te poto pe kita pa te ilo I kita foi o fo poto foi ni motu mo foi mei mo foi ha ko ne ke because everybody's different.
Right. Right.
Eh?
Ka mea whaketaha prenta na tau tala no mo ia ki ai ki moa. Ai mea kun koe loto kovi, ka jealousy, eh?
Yes.
Pare pehe whake ia ko jealousy, ko taha ia fo ia ngahala. It takes a lot of people ke nau o te nau mau ai pule angai langi, eh? Ko ia ko lau e whine kon ko Kathleen Kuhlman, eh?
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I share Kathleen Kuhlman with her for mahina for I was going to movie. But my man, I used to listen ke fefine ko ni, but I'm thankful that you reminded me ke te whanangke. He ka taha fo ke fefine ko ni ka taha ine one of the healer back in the 60s and the 70s i Amerika ni, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Ka ko tui ka whai maha ki a ko tau mao. Pa ko me po e taha na ta ilo ko ki hono ulunganga ko fefine fia eh
Yes.
pa ko fefine loto tau ataina eh
Yes.
and I know some of the things na ka get the share ka to I he ne tribute ko ki ai but I'm glad that the hanga dedicated for program ko he fefine ki ai ke ta share ngai me alele na ta ako me ai I lolo tonga ko ne tau feo hi eh ko me ko na I loko e au ko ai mo ui fia ko ene mo ui mo me a ko ni ko loto ta o tai na na fa me na fa no ko na share me ko he na to ko wa ne pe he ene I loko ko hon ene loto lele na fe fine malo na ne hanga o whaianga ngai lea kapi ki ai. And then the next week, the same woman came and asked for help. Kaya hene business.
Yes.
And then she gave the help. And then the sister would say, why do you give the help, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Kako hono ulunganga ya, eh? Kono ulunganga ko, ai me ko na ta ilo, I pa me ko na ta fia ko kita, eh? Kita vai ko mo ya. Kako ilo pe e au ya, o iai ai ngahi lele ia. And I think one ko tu iau prenta ko ko taha mea ko ilo ko ta bless ai ko ai I mea ko na ni tuku maka tawa. Hera ka ke ta I think we did not take advantage, but we did not take her for granted. I think that's the right thing.
Yeah, right.
Melly girl is on in the house. Melly, welcome, Melly.
Yay!
Melly, where are you?
Hallelujah. Yes,
So,
yes. Hi,
okay,
Mele.
there you go, Melly. Well, let me just finish up this one, and we would love to have you share something, eh? Kako kutala no kon ke me kon ko lo to tawa tai na, eh?
Saya.
But what I was sharing with Brenda Mele, we were so honored que ma took it right away. I think gonna tau connect ke Brenda.
Yes.
You know, ko tui ka pa na ta miss foi mai na tolu ko ya o ta tolo toloi e tau fitau laki. I think we would regret it more, eh?
Yes.
But we connected here for Iraq Mahina Tolko and Tawfitawlaki, and then we just ran with the whole thing, eh? And look at
Yes.
that logo going behind us right now. Mele, we're gonna send you that logo and have you set it up, next Wednesday. But that's the woman who designed it. I mean, Master Helu designed that logo, eh? We talk about it, send my design ka ko beauty about the for design ko ni ko ne pe mai ko ke mau fili. Me and Brenda ke ma choose ang logo ko o ku pe o
Appropriate.
masai ai.
Yeah.
We all choose the same thing. All of us. All of us pick one same logo, you know? And all I can say that was one amazing God intervened mau pe I me ko to pe mau fai, eh? And
Saya.
Mele, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you came about to meet Master Helu, eh? We can go ahead,
Okay,
Mele.
okay, so excuse me. So I met Tubo Helu, Master Helu. Well, I was coming home and my mom, she was telling me the whoa, and so uh, I don't know what I was doing at the time, and I didn't go right away and like listen to the bow. But that night I was going to sleep and I couldn't sleep, and so I um, searched her on Facebook, and then I started listening to her videos, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think I like this lady, and I want to get to know her, and that she also had this class that she was about to teach, and then and I was interested, so I messaged her and I said, "Oh, hi, Tupo." I introduced myself, and she wrote me back right away, and then and she's like, "Yeah, you can join. You're welcome to join. It's gonna start on June." And so from there, um, she didn't message me. She just called me, and then the thing that stood out to me that night, well, that morning, because California and Texas, I think they're 2 hour difference.
Yes,
And
yes.
so, but I think I called her like at message at 11 or around there, and she called me right back, and she said, it was funny. She said, "Hey, Millie girl," like
That's her. That's her. Yeah.
like I've known this lady for like forever, and just talking to her, I can sense like just not being able to see her, but just talking to her through the phone. You know how you talk to people and you could just feel the happiness, the smile on the other side of the phone,
Yes.
Yes.
it, and it's that feeling. It's like you right away we just connected and we clicked, and I think it was like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock her time, and she says, "You know what? Today is your lucky day. I'm going to sign you up. You need to be in this class." And she was just you know one of those people that you meet in your lifetime that you'll never forget. She had
Uh-huh.
such an impact on me, on my life. Even it was just a short amount of time that I knew this lady, and we just started up this friendship, and um, she welcomed me with open arms, and she just took me under her wing. And and I'm so sad that our friendship ended so soon. But I'm so glad that I talked to Emelina, and she said, "Aren't you glad that you were obedient to your mom and that you listened to her,
Yes.
acted on what she asked you? She introduced me to the bowl Helu, and I'm so glad that I listened to my mom, and also that within the months that I've known the bowl, I have learned so much from her than I think at any other time, and just her personality. And I think sometimes people can take the bow as maybe somebody that comes off maybe intimidating, or you just need to know her. Her personality is
Yes.
so um, different than anybody. I'm talking to Emelina and Brenda this past weekend at the Bose service. We got time to spend together, and the Bo is. We have friends. We have best friends. We have friends that we grow up, you know, as children, and to, you know, high school, and after that. But the Bo, when I came across her, I felt like, you know, she was like a one in a million person that you meet in your life. And I wish that I had more time with her, but with the time that I had with her, I'm so grateful um, that I got to know her. And like, I will never, this lady, um, she fine, you know, when I think of Christ-like attributes, I think of the bow. I when we think of Christ-like attributes, they're gifts from God. We get
Mhm.
we get talents, we knowledge, everything good comes from God. You know, and so and to Bohel, she was a woman of God. Emelina knows that every time we had our class, she would always would say, oh, we pray about it, we leave it in God's hands. Um, and just thinking of her having these Christ-like attributes, we see that this woman, she helped a lot of people. She. I'm sorry if I'm just going on and on and on,
No, that's fine, Melly.
but
Go ahead.
I felt like she helped so many people. Not only helped me, but she helped. I remember in class, I often thought about, like, how does she get the energy? How does she get the energy to do all the things that she does? You know, um, and I just know that she just loved what she did, and she loved the people that she helped, and especially our Tongan community. I know that even uh, during class, she would say that, oh, some people just came and visited me. I need to I'm helping them to file this, file that, and I knew that she enjoyed doing the things that she did. I know that people are going to miss her, you know, for all the things that this lady knew. And I wish that I could have her knowledge, just so.
I think Melly just connecting with her in the last 3 months of her life. I think you have that, because look at that. You connected with me, and look at what she did. She connected us right there. You know what I'm saying? Because of who she is. Hekwe and obedience, Melly. I share that with you. Ho talang ufua ko ko fae. That's the blessing you get. And even though it's like a 3 months, a little bit time with her, but I tell you, that's the blessing that you get from meeting her. Because, and I share that with you. I remember that. Here I'll go ahead, Sotia, because my mom asked me to go do that. And what I did, I just obedience to my mother. And then I went in there and I joined the Tonga military, which is now His Majesty Armed Forces, for that way Nima, eh? And then all the stuff, the foundation of my life was built from there in the idea and what I am now. I believe that is because of my obedience from my mom. But I'm when I heard you said that your mom was asking you to sign up or listen to her, I mean, and you in obedience, that's, I'm telling you, the blessing is in the future is coming to you. It's gonna be more and more, eh, Brenda, eh? He ko mea
You
mau
bet.
inga mea ko te talango fua, eh?
Yeah.
Eh,
Koe, Line, while I'm talking, ke ko mea te matangi ne angi me he, ne lapa, me he no
Koya,
ate.
koya.
I'm just going to be talking while yeah,
Yes,
I say vakai.
koya.
Hi mele, malo
Hi,
e tau mai e whia whin ko i lo e pe ku ke yongo i whangata ia pe ke master coach pa pepe mo e merika. E merine o tang whaminit pe because it's a big um,
Lot of,
emotional
yes.
thing. Ka ko e mea ko whia ke ai mele. Ka pate tau whakaukau koe ki he kakai poto kotoa tonga koe kakai whiwhino. Kai ke tau pase on e tato historia e kakai koe ku kakai lelei. So ke whiwhine kona e toki lele koe ni i he last year, before last year, e koe 2019, a pepe, nete tua, nete tua,
Neta tua, yes,
neta tua.
Prescotti, right.
Io, he koneta tua kono older sister na makas patahe tonga high school.
Koya,
Pea ko siaka ka neta tua, she was just energized, she's so
yes.
well conformed, ko si pauia ke lele i he political field. Look how short she came in. And none of us had reached to her or embraced si ene kauki ai he. I'm
Koya.
sure ko tau o whangi pe ki tau tol her same time pe ko kau mo net na te tua
Neta
i he
tua,
whola
yeah.
hola. Neta tua e whola hola. Kai ke koe mea ke tau wako ai he. Um, koe tau whanonga koe ni he mamani koe ni. We don't know pe koe whē taime ente ai e mamani koe. Ka koe ki taime o tau mau koe i he mamani. It's such a big deal ke te o mare pe ko te ase atu ka ha mea e kautonga join in he nau kai tūnu moha. There's nothing wrong with tau whainga ke tau be somewhere to be part of something good. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
O te tau no whanofo pe o whakafo lahi like you're so special and you're so important. Eh? And
Koya.
you are a somebody e kai ke toi whakatatau ha mahata. No. Koe whaunga e ki na e hampo.
Yes,
Pea ko
yes.
tupou, koe os kakato e ni hono ai ngahi mea lele na iai na ne vahe mai ki he toko taha kotoa pe na e come in contact with her. He?
Mm-hmm.
Pea koe ku ilo i, pea koe family helu pe ia, koe nau legacy ia, he? Koe everybody has something to tell about a helu. He? Pea
Koya.
ko tau nofe taim katoa, koe tau foi, koe foi mea bea koe o kune hanga tuku hifo tau 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 ngā ki lalo. Kai koe ke ata tau loto, pea toe ki whalahi ange tau whakaukau. Ke
Koya.
tau hiki mau pe hataha o ku ke o ngoi o tō ki lalo. Si tō o whaingata ia pe ko he wheelchair pe o ku ia he whainga henti ke pono sino pe kai ke hane paanga pe una uno for homeless. You know what I mean?
Koya.
You need to go and reach out for them.
Yes. Agdai me da foi fazer prenda, eh?
Yes, yes, Malo.
Okay.
Foi fase ano tama upe.
Marlo. Am I gonna, Mele, you have something to share? You can go ahead and share. While I'm trying to get something here from, maybe there's a clip in here I can play my end.
I just remember one of her quotes that she said that I really like, and I try to read it every single day. um, I have it posted on one of my folders, and it says, "It's not how you fall, how you pick yourself up." And I think she said that in one of her videos. Um, Now I'm just going to repeat it again. It says, "It's not how you fall, but how you pick yourself up." And
Mm.
she says, it's all about how you rise up, you know.
Yes.
And I think that is something that I try to to read her quote that she said, and it's so true, you know, that we all, there's in life we fail, you know, but how we pick ourselves
Rise
up
up. Right. How
and
we
and
rise
in
up.
that
Right.
moment, move. Yes.
Yes.
And I like.
I Yeah, I like that too, Mel. Let me see if I can play the Taha Eningai for a um, Taha Mau Pokalama, but I wanted to see. I think I wanted to pick this one.
Kinga historia ho tau whanua ko
I think
tonga.
this is the one.
Ma whakahoko ngā oe atu. Ai koa au Brenda alauna whanua ko ngaika. Me pehe whoki kia tupo Helu. Me pehe whoki kia Emeline wha umu. Oku iai ha whiawhia ma kehe whoki I he ngahi weekend mo wike ko ia ko o sipa pehe whoki mo wike uhanga mai. Ke wha o siako e tamai ki ako. Ka te tautoki I talanoa ki ai I he aho toa pule lulu. Iai peki tai mea ki ma whahua to ai ni I ko ia ko naulawai ai ako mo I whinga ako I he tapa ko toa peo Amerikani. Ka koe taimini te mauatlewa ai ngahi kaweinga ke tau whihangahangai mo ia he ahoni mo whakaukau I molo tua ke lava ke tau tālanga I pia mo tau o mai e lawe ai tonga kotoa pē ke tau lava o tuhu I whangahanga tonu pē straight talk pē ki he kaweinga kai ua te tau pehe ke tau critique each other. Eh? Koe ai te oangi taimi koni kia tu pouhelo pe pehe foki kia Emeline, ko kuongo master coach lalahi eni o mau whenga o e aki atu I he polokalama I he whiawhinipa ko whamalo ke eiki hene tuku mai o ngō whawhine ngā ue o kuna ngā ue tō iwi pia pehe whepe whok moau I he mau ngā ue ta si o kita kai hanga pe ke eiki ki he tokoni. O whalahi at ka te motoro mo I tari lelei.
Malo, Brenda. Malo Lele, Emily Faumu from Seattle, Washington. Madrika Fak Monite, ko tau po kama Fak Monite, ko history and culture. Kaki ngā tai. E whiwhini te mau ki hoko tai pe mo ki lange whakapolitik. Ko ngā I mea koia o ko tonga lere I tonga tai nimi. Pea koia ke outline ka o whiawhini o politiki te tau lawe pe ki ngai kupu e ko nistu tone. Pea mahalo pe te tau lakamata pe historia mo culture, Master Helu.
Ia.
I'll get it back to you because ko the expert
She,
also I he
she
tau
looks
tawako
beautiful on
politiki,
that,
eh?
eh?
Ia.
Koia.
Hey, Mela.
Yes.
Malo pito pe malo e re ai tonga ko tau pe ko mea mai ni kolo pe. Koe aha pokeni, aha monite I Amerika, whawhai ma o taipe e mau history and culture. Ko tau ilo pe koe dynasty, koe he taimini o kua tonga rere, koe third dynasty a koki ai koe whare o tupou. Aini koe o tau ilo pe na iai koe dynasty e tolu, whakarere aki ho tau pure anga, nela kamata me he tuitonga, tui haataka laua, o a o mai eni ki he tui kana polu, o ki ai ai whare o tupou, ai ni koe o ki ai ho tau hau, King Tupowono, pa mo Queen Nanaspa o tuku aho. Ai au tau fia ko tau ape, he tau ilo o ki ai ho tau tui, o ki ai ho tau historia, pe o ki ai ho tau culture. He koe me ai ako o kune hanga o whakatupulaki pe omi hangahi value po hangahi mahu inga ke e tau mo'ui, ke e tau ilo o kuiai ho tau historia, pe o kuiai ho tau culture. Ka ngai whanua ko tau pe mamani, o kuiai ho nau historia mo ho nau culture, pe o kuia ma'u ia ke tau tau pehe ke tau wako, au ken ke mau tolu kene unofo i muri, o kei fia ma'u pe ke mau wako ai me alahi mei muri, ke mau whakaaunga ai taimi ke whekumi research, ke ngā historia ho tau whanua ko tonga, pia pehe ki he preserve ho tau culture, i tonga pa pehe ke ngā wheitu ko tau pe o iai ai tonga. Ka neonga ia te mau taratara noa pe ki hanga hi historia i he pōni mo e anga e tau nofo whakawhonua pe koe culture i he pureanga koe ni koe ko tonga na tau tupu hake ai pe os pe koe a pe hoko atu koe mau straight talk pe koe mau dialogue whakapolitikare mei Amerika lahi pe koe overseas ki tonga. Ka neonga ia Brenda, ko tukat ka koe ki ke laki kamata mai, hanga hi historia mo hanga hi toonga whaka culture ke whia mao ke tau lawi ki ai, pe tau tālanga i he pōko ni, pe a hoka tia e meline, pe tau
Yeah.
hoka mai kia tia.
That's one of my favorite clips.
Yeah.
You know one thing, she loves the culture. Pe ofa he kakaitonga.
That's
Ke
right.
me tana whatonga ene ofa ko he kakaitonga. Pe ko ngai programa ko ni prenta tare tau lele mai. Ai ko moni te ko historia mai culture Pe
Right.
tu ste ko
Health.
ko health Pe pule
Yeah.
lulu ko women's. Pe ko to pule lulu ko men's leadership. Pe ko fala i te lewa. How I ko ki news me. Ka foi ni ma ko ni le discover ka to a aspect of life. I think na mau inga ko ki ai
Yes.
Uh, but that was so listening to her, beautiful,
Yeah.
Emily.
Yes.
Opo mau inga au pito ai programa e fefini he ko programa e fefini mele ko programa na mau fetau laki Ko ia na e kesi fa muy ko e ma programa. And then we took and then she took us away, and then we have this beautiful Tonga World News. But I tell you one thing: when it comes to Tonga World News, it's the top of the line,
Yeah.
I mean, me na I cannot try to remember what I'm trying to say. Remember Brenda? E tau fufu ka mata mai os mauka foi logo,
Yes.
And our very first time ko get our ha ko to ko my logo. Dan hang o cancel tau program he poco ya, Because
Yes.
there was a time that we could not get your logo iho o hagani.
Yeah.
Iho
Profile.
computer,
Yeah.
iho computer. So
Right.
what I did, because I knew she's not gonna let the show go on without us all have the logo, because of when they set in a standard and a standard high, What I did, Mele, I said, Brenda, okay. I told her, Bo, okay, I'm meeting Brenda halfway, So Brenda came over. I meet her halfway to help her set up her computer with all her logo, because I knew the show is not gonna go on until we all set up, And that was one funny thing I remember, Brenda. Hefo pogo ya tau humai, get out kamata. We were all so ready to start, but because Brenda didn't have her logo, tamai ke kansele mo po ka makalev ke ai local operators. I mean, but that's the standard of Nehanga
Yeah.
set, So
She said, we can't go on until Brenda is ready, and it's
yes,
not fair for Brenda not to be here on our first night.
yes. So, but what I did to help Brenda, I volunteered to run halfway to meet Brenda to set up her computer,
Yeah, you
and
sure did.
that's
Yeah.
and that was something she said, Lena, that was so nice of you to do that, and that's how we like help. That's how we work together, Mele. You
Yes.
know. That was something I remember. I really want to share that, eh?
Kai hale ma mele ho o manat melie ki he toko tahani he ko inga he kai ke toi puri ko ka he kamata pen ho hau pa ke pure lolo ai pe ko hau ki he pa ngangalo eh.
Melanie, the only thing we're gonna have to make sure you set up your logo because if Paul was here, she won't let you in the show until you have your logo. I'm
Like,
telling you,
she's like, cut
that's
her off, cut her off.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You look good. You look good.
yeah, yeah, you look beautiful, Melanie.
Kokmanata Melie Big Yai is that we need to be more like Bo. I
Okay.
mean, um, fefine, ofa, and also she was a fefine moifia. That's one of the things my mom liked about Dubo was that every time she saw her, she was happy. Eh?
Mm,
She in her lives because I noticed how when I started to our friendship, I saw her how she would just live from her house and how happy she was doing a live. Like
mm,
sometimes like I'll go to the gym, but I'll only take a picture of myself or like the gym. You know, Bo had no problem living herself, like Mali
Selfie.
Mali, Masielele, she did not care what anybody said. She just did, and so today we are blessed to that she did that because we could when we miss her, all we have to do is go watch her lives, you know, and and and
yes.
and so my manato melia Brenda about the bow is that she welcomed me with open arms. She took me under her wings
Yes.
and taught me a lot.
Mm,
And so with that, um, I'm so grateful that I got to know this amazing lady. And
mm-hmm.
and then like in life, just sometimes you just meet certain people. Like over this past weekend, I met you know, I've always talked to Emeline text and through but I've never met her in person. And so I love her, the knowledge, her mind is brilliant, and also she's a very humble person, you know, and with all the schooling, the education she has, I never know. Bo was the one that told me. Emelina never said it during our class time. She never like told any of the class that she, has a master's. She has all these degrees, and that's one thing that I like about Emeline is because she's a very humble person, and I learned from that. I don't have any degrees, I have some colleges, but I never finished, and I plan to go back and finish my start my
Coaco.
college and finish it, but that would be my manato melia about Tupo is that she was
Happy.
fefine moifiafia, fefine
Mm-hmm.
taotaina, and I wish that people got to know her, like gave her a chance, to show them what she's able to do in their lives,
Yes.
like she did to me. She's blessed my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
And Mele, she loves you because I remember when every time kapag umausi klase, they ask my Mele, kapag let me get out and go see where's Mele at. So she, and I remember one of our live, they have mentioned my go Mele, live go get coaching, eh? Because this lady is an amazing. But the thing that really amazes me and how go impact ko umuwi o hang impact ko Mele, you have the same experience, and then I know Pepe have the same experience. I mean, it was so deep impact, because I remember ko me na share mo prenda ko I'm gonna meet that po. I went through separation, eh? And I tell you one thing, I forgot that I have at the half. of what separation, eh? I didn't have time to cry, eh? Because I just laugh every day with Paul, eh? And that's what really took me out to feel better about myself and don't, you know, cry over my separation because they're going to move with you, eh? And that is so true, Mele. Ka me amau inga ia. He ko pangilai ene ma lolo ko ini. Ko osia le ba katunga ko se mali ek mo ia pia kage te fu cry ya we are over ego separation ni. You
Yes.
know, it used to be, I tell you, used to be back in the days that I'm ko to pe ko ma vai mo ko I felt like ko mga ko paralyzed, eh? Kaya te lava el fa ha me am we have from have I just cried, you know, because of you know, whatever I go through with my husband. But then if I how go ego separation if February I know bo maasi I tell you it makes my life easier and easier. Pela male ke transition lele leva ek mo we ke tunga ke falala ka kato ke otua. It's because I have that mentor, eh? And I think me ko na like wong ko ka dia ko ek mawai mo ya because every day it's just a laughing day, eh? Ko- One of the things that I remember about him, gonna tell my Belina, I need someone to vent to, eh? But vent to pick up bowl. And then she said, sorry, Lena, I just need to vent, eh? You know, those are the things that really, really make me like missing her so much, eh? I miss her so much, you know. And go
Yeah,
ahead,
go ahead.
go ahead,
Ika
Brenda.
go whema o ke whanau ki o lea. It's important that I want to listen her train of thought.
No, no, that's okay, Brenda. You know,
Okay.
I'm just missing her so much. I tell you that, and
Yeah.
Melon know that because in our class, you know, even the coaching, eh, even
Oh
the
yeah.
coaching, you know. So, but like I mentioned, yeah, Putu, before Mele, you came in. Uh, Brenda and I we talk about many things, eh? Ihe magi so gun gun national women. Madano ki fautohi, madano ki ngahi me ke pe moi. But never knew that Bo already ahead of us, eh?
Already
As
have
soon as
everything
yes,
under her pocket.
she was already running with everything, eh? As soon as she came in, we just blend, eh? And I think mega ko na mau fu connect ai he ko inga aku mau foi kakai fifine tokotolo. Everyone have their own uniqueness, but we came in and blend with only God bringing us together, eh?
That was so cute. Of apito. Mea koko fia share ko he fia fini. Mea ko lea hangaton.
Koya.
Without having to feel that you have some kind of reservation, te get the lava o lea ake. Ko kamata
Koya.
pe ko mau show, we were able to talk like we were on our kitchen table. You know, this is all out. This is the way it was. This is, and so the funny part of this was this lady had $1 million of everything she had gone through and was happy about. So she
Mhm.
was interviewing me about a home that I said that was worth $1.5 million if I were to sell it, right? She questioned me left and right, like the right and left and right. So when I came in with Alpha to purchase this house, the house mortgage is going to be bigger than all mine and his salary put together. So this is not a good buy, you know. But the piece of land was my dad's, and my brothers built a house. So how it was mortgaged up and escrowed, we end up needing more somebody with more money. So my best friend popped in, and we were three, and then he went out. But she knew she went through the same thing. She had $1 million home, and so the sharing point ay tonga. very important. Ya tuku pe reservation ya ke ta fa ki ka pau kai ki fiele a kame. Kai ke kakato tala noa au ka pau e fufu e konga tuku mai konga. Whakasi mai, mai konga. You need to talk your mind the way your mind is working. Eh? Pakapau te pe. So she went on her show but kisiana ko na ni interview kisiana ko no kau ko in he politiki. Tang ito po. Langka ko ako. Ke ko ke varikua o pitoni ko hato ita. You know, the straight talk. I love it. And this is what this show is all about, Millie. Pai ko uhinga ke tau o mai tau to hame ta ang discuss, right? Ko tau tala noa e ni me tau to no wai is fafine tonga. O tonu ke tau shine and we're not, right? O tonu ke tau offer and we're not all the time. Pe awa te ha o ko malanga I hame pa ke fai ko hame ke, he? Pe ko ngai me e ko o ku tolo maka e ko tau to, he?
Talo pakai.
Tuku ho fiesu ete awe na kai kisu ete ko tonga. They always revert to tonga. Ke fai mea ho tau prejudge. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Ko hinga pe ia ko ho lele te ke vahe. Ko ho o ofa te ke lava reach out. Pea ko e blessing ko te ke maun he eiki. Ko ene ngā we ia. He loves charity. He gives, he cure, bless, he shared. Marvelous work. Pako tui au ia o kai ngā wea tu pō o station mai he ta mai he wani. And she's happy where she's at. Ko tau tolu pia o ku kai ke tau mau. He na I kai ke tau search. He na I kai ke tau alwhata mo tu pō. O outreach ke kakai tonga si whakawha. But mo ka whi poto. This is something we hear all the time. Pako mea ai ko e tu pō ko whaingoa tau tōga tō toro ahare. He going out, we are in between everything. Eh? O mau have a piece of happiness, me mau get together. We have a piece o e mau delivery, o kawai lotu, mo toka ngai, mo whatever. Ko me ia ko tui ko whanki me ai iki, ka pau te tau capture, me ko tō pe te whanonga ulelei. Hange pe ko Emily, right? Coach for Kemutupo, right? And I felt this is what I thought. I've already gone through that. I am not gonna go through another educational course. I felt like that, right? Go question pay out decision. So I said, no, I'm not. So I asked Emeline my question, because my decision can be right, but or compromise. We have met the malakai ki mua. Tau te whewhine o mai hono poto ka eh? Ke question uraki. Now I understand why she humbled herself and came and took the coaching class. So we went on to another session where I questioned her again. I said, I'm not really comfortable yet, blah, 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 right? But she understood where I'm coming from. Okay, go negative. So we need to learn how to speak up kapag utaw hami and not understanding it. O malama ta no tonga the real tongan. O kumata no parang yang mawa tonga. Kagomi ako no, if I don't understand it, she understood it. So she laid out to me, this is how it is. Okay, Brenda? What your question came to be, but I humble myself because she beat me to the books and she beat me to coaching. And she beats me to this and that, right? She was very right. You know why? Because I have a book that's going to be coming out next year, and I'm still in the manuscript. Og they get ya bind drip, they get advocate press, they get advocate edit. So nga ko ngay automatic ko fika fa mai ni tohia. And that's why she has a book, mindset is law. Bako ki ito ko ni bea ako ki hanga tao po lave he fia fini ko hinga ko. Yeah, you're right, mele fe fini mahu inga. O fe fini le hanga tonu, without no reservation, Hegu pet bea sai abito bea ari love munumari tori. This is how she said it. Sai bege now why
So true.
eh? You know, who would say that on the media, on the live television, but she did. Eh? But oku hango whakatapu awia. Kufanga whakatapu. Me amore taimi mon koko ia to whakatapu awia. Talamai a kau he sai. Eh? Kako he, you're right. You're very right. Kauku, we're different. So it's good to be different. So that's it.
I remember Brentana for me apologize for my Lene you apologize. I don't apologize for anything. I gonna just speak her mind and it's come out. That's the beauty of it. Why for clip? I think I wanted to play another one. Unless if Melly want to say something before I want to share another one of her clip.
Oh no, let's see the clip.
Maganda foi programa ni kani.
Anyway, I thought, yeah, mari peta and
But anyway, kami mawinga na kilang baga ke pa ikavit ko lai. Mati ba
Hold
tau
on.
culture tau to ko tau pe tau tu ko. Let me.
We don't have such words.
Aya ko itu hata kalawai. Na tau no whakikiai. Pea ko hawen ko ke hako ko itu ikano polu
Kung
ka
tahan na
kuma o pea
magprogram
ai
pa
tu
os
tonga
boya ko
whakataho
he
tu ikano
monite pa
polu.
os ko we
Pea
ke
pehe
pa os ko na
whakiki itu i
programa.
hata kalaua. Pea tau pehe ke tau ki a whea ke he tau pehe ke tau culture. Ko tau culture foki o kuia e mea koe ni ko whakaapa-apa. Whakatau ki lalo. Pea o kuia e hange koe ni ko tau hiwa, fuakawenga. Ngai mea pehe pua ko i ho tau culture. Pea koe taimi ni ihi o ki i whepaki ai anga koe e tau taki whanua. Mai anga koe e tau tauhi ho tau wā ki he otua. He koe taimi ni ihi o kuhu e tau culture. O hange ko ki mo mua ngeia I he te tau he otua. Pea mo te whakamomua e otua. Pea mai ngahi mea ke he o tonu ke te whai. Ka nea koe o whaka o wha pe culture ia. Pea mai history ko atonga. Ka o whemau pe ke tau ilo koe otua pe o momua. Pea tau koko e taha ko tau pe I he mamen. Pea koe mea koe whakapa-apa. Tau ilo ka atua pe. Whima o whakapapa e, ka pau koe tonga koe. E ka pau o kai ke whakapapa, ta kai koe tonga koe ia. Mahalo pe ko Afrika koe, pe mahalo pe ko Asia, pe koe ha pe whitu ke ha mea. Koe whakaapa-apa, nei hako ia ke he tonga ko tau. Koe tau sio ke he ngai whukakai o nau tai whakapapa I he neti. Pe aku, te sio ai, pa te ako ai I he mea koe koe tai mahi. Tau whia mau lewe ke tai ilo koe, nei me koe tonga koe kakai whapa. Kakai ofa, kakai whakatoki lalo, kakai whakaapa-apa, ma kakai o fua ka venga. Ngai whai mea ia o ku ilo ia I koe tonga ki tau. Tau poto he tau hiwa. O pau tau sio pe. Ko poto e ni e kakai muri he rea ho tau ngahi rea whakatonga. Ko tau sio ke kau palangi na o misiona ki tonga, na o mari tonga, pe o kuna no foi tonga he tau lahi. wange he ho eiki honau matapure honau hingoa matapure pe oknau laukau aki e nau ilo ai fonua mai culture ko tonga pe oknau whautohi pe oknau tu uaki atu ki ma manua a hotau tu im hotau culture ko tau tolu pe nia o ku kautonga o tau ikai ke tau iloi ai anga ko hotau history hotau culture o ko mea mau te hawai pe whea te mau buakarama in moni te kotoa pe whakamanatu ki ate ko tonga ko monarchy it's a kingdom o ikai ko hafonua demokarati ato although o iai ai pro democracy me o si kamata hono whakatu e taimi o akrisi pea au tau sio pe ki ai kau tau ilo pe ko tonga i ko whanua ko kingdom pe ko monarchy pe toki e te tai te whanki lao amended ngai mea pehe but we should always know ko tau whanua ko tonga e ki ko whanua ia ko monarchy pe ko kingdom okay o whima ora ki tau wako 3 dynasty nei kamata aki tui tonga tui hataka laua and we should learn everything, history. Porque ilo ko te kukolo pe akita. Ta ipe atonga, asie ne akatoa kapa o ke fie ako. He? O fie mauia ke ta ako, ho ta tonga. Hange koe ni koe laki tu i ko tonga, ko aho 8. Koe tu i whakamui tu i tonga, ko lau whiri tonga. Koe tu i whakamui tau pehepe i he tu i haatangalaunga ko muri ki ha mea, ha o mea hako ko mautolu, tungi, hako luani, he, ha mea kau helu. I mean, ko hako ia whatu, hako ia tu i haatangalaua. Peta ha o mai ni ke tu i kanopolu, he, ha o mea tu i ko ngata, mantu ko tu i kanopolu, o wia i honau ko ngā ha moa. He, peta o sio ke he mahu inga koe, ho tau hatu. He pake mahino pe fo ko fae ko ka tonga ko se fini ha mo ai ko se fini go vai popua he ka ko ulua ki ke tamai ka tonga na tau ilo pe tamai ko a eitu he ko na pe he ko siana ko otua pe ko tanga loa pe na ai hono tala tupu he ko ta fra amange pe a hataimi o ku iai hatau movie ke tau sio ai ke ngai tala tupu mga mea koe ni e ofa atu i he Unibif, hano design hanga hi movie ko tau historia, te pehe ki he culture ko tonga ke asi atu i he mau TV network, i he taimia e lere atu ko e mau TV. Matu malo tonga lere atu ni he retio, ka he taimia e lere atu ai TV,
It's gonna be
ko no
on
ke
for
lotu
sure.
lahi ma whai ngawe lahi ki ai. Ngai whakatu tu lahi whai, ke whakalakalaka ko tau ki whanua ko ni ko tonga. Na o ke internet, ke mauia ke aha tau 24 hours, unlimited internet i tonga ke oa lo tonga pe hau tala no au ke taha ko moto e ne dia. You know, so where ngai mea ke tau tahoni ko tau prea aha ki tonga. Ka nengo ia, tau Lucky Crow pe ma tau whai e tau whenga. Ka o ke mauia ke tau wako, a ngai mea ko koe o ke mau ke tau tahoni ki tonga, ke tau kakai, ma ngai mea ko tau tono no e tonga, ke tahoni. Hange koe ni koe mau lau koe, ke mau tātala no atu i pōni. Ki he relationship one-on-one, pe koe couple coaching o ko whai atu i siulai a holoaki, pakapau ke whanonga mai. Koe hao Māori, koe hao fiancé, koe hao kaumea, pe koe hao partner. O ku iai hangai paloparema, o ku ke whaafeo humoia, o ku ikai ke lava o solova, pe o fia ma o ke whai haako ai mo ui. Pa ke sign up, contact mai ke tuko Helu, ke kau i he kalasi ko ni o whai i siulai a houluaki. Pea ko ako si aho nima, o whai kalasi he leadership, ka pa o ke whia hoko ka takirere i tonga. Pea ko e kosi ko e ai mindset, mo e professional life coach certified o whai e September a houa. Kania mo yung ngahi, me ani ko offer to he master coach, beko mo in the Wall Street Coaching Academy, oku affiliated pe mo Unibif, mo mau Tonga World News, e mau ngahi, me out mau fi offer to ke public. Kania mo ya, e tuka ten ke so tahine so tia, e meline ke ne lave mai, ke mau kolokala mau fair te boni.
Tahine
Uh,
Soti.
yeah, que me va bien porque entonces no me fini que historia.
Sorry, na ela
But
kamata pe
anyway,
time so tia ya mari pe time kutapia.
but anyway, I have to stop there. Hega fai programa ko ni. Nagimo ke mau mai. Nanga na mo prenta aya ukata, he? Pero toka pe ko mau kamata tambato kuna eke me na me kata ko lo toka kata pe. But did you listen to that, Brenda?
Yes, I
Ne
did.
o si lay out me foi viso ne go ni o programa lá au pita pita, he? I'm glad could get hang up your time out big at Fanonkia, yeah? More like they are lay out the foundation of everything that we're doing, Brenda, eh?
Yes.
Kaga tau show e mo ia ko he to pule lulu ko na program fa ose. No, I think pule lulu. Na tau
Hallelujah.
program fa
Yeah.
ose. Ko weekend na tau program fa ose mo ia.
Yeah.
And that's why I love to pull that. You know, also for show ka Brenda pag tamay pa ko na me na ke aluwa ko kiai. And then she had me stay for another half an hour. We just talk, eh? And I never knew that would be like my last conversation with her in a
Yeah.
show, eh? Um, tama ka daw. So dia kami ko tanga. What do you mean? Tama ako ke fu asif ke he au pito ko he poni why me ke
Spiff,
fangau ka igual.
Emele. Oi, spiff ya, fiat ko ya.
Yes.
Nange, nau tau to ya. Komi mate au he loki na e. Kalo
Yes.
apa ya.
That was a very
Oka
hot day for
tunga.
Seattle.
It was really a heat wave. So it was beautiful. Malorine. So Millie understand where we're at right now. Ko tau drive forward. O te tau tui hapas. I pe lele o tau hafu aka. We just go straight as we have with this together. Yeah.
Yes, and our time is up. Uh,
Yeah.
let's just do a little final round and then we'll come back. Mele, anything else you wanna share Maya about her before we talk for Osiaki?
Um, I'm just grateful, to have known Tupo Helu, and
Mm-hmm.
um, like she said, when I met her at the beginning, she said, "Why did you stop? You know, why didn't you finish? Registering your and everything?" She said, "Don't let COVID or anything stop you from obtaining your goals in life." And that stood with me, because when I was doing my licensing and everything with the business that I was trying to start, I let COVID, stop me. I mean, there were certain things that we couldn't do, but just because that I just put it aside. And when I met her, she just kept pushing me and motivating me to, like, to be my best self and to keep going after what my dreams and my goals. And so I'll be forever grateful for her, and through her I got to meet you guys. So
Oh yeah, look
um,
at what she did, huh? She brought us together.
yeah,
Isn't that beautiful?
We had fun. We were almost not ready to come home
yeah,
because
I
we
think
missed
because
you.
Dr. Appa treated us so well, you know.
I know.
You know, I refer to him, Dr. Appa, Kameka.
Dr. Apple, yeah.
That's how I call him, eh? Brenda, thank you, Melly. That was so beautiful, eh? And
Yeah.
thank you for joining us tonight. You know what? I tell you, uh, for you to have that courage to come in tonight. I know Bo is setting you
Happy.
up good there. Uh, Brenda.
Io malo apita meline ko ki red fa o se atu pe kono inga ko e po mahu inga ni he ko e tau tribute in pe ko e tau tālanga hi mea lerei mahu inga au pito ki he tokoa ko nina tau whipitaki i he mea kotoa e.
Oh
Pea
yeah.
koini kuni clarify mai ngahi misi me ngahi visone. I think it empowers us, eh? Kung
Yes.
empower kita tolu, kita do it, eh? Pag
Right.
pagkoleson ko o may, then we engage in that positive journey, eh?
Oh yeah.
Malama kita vahe atu ngai malohi ko ya to others, eh? Pero offer because when she's talking, my heart is going, I don't want to, you know,
Yeah.
na magprograma pe ako bali pe ni kata ko screen pe na ko off kaya nga ko ni kata ko na ito ya for hake pe ako makata lo wa for me hangi ako au ko me ako me to for hake ko it's just like I'm thinking of her still living
Yeah.
they get accept everything malo
Yes. Yes. Me too.
yeah ako ofala hi at kamoa ko ngawe ko needs a long run ako itaw umataha ki ai it's gonna happen.
Before I play, they play my for fast. Good that wording of that fasico it's so beautiful, hey? And every time if I don't get for if I see hey, something about to give me life back, hey? I always said, oh my goodness, I want this to be true, eh? Uh, for me, of the you accept, eh? But going keep text, you see, I'm the kind of quite you allow kaput to fefe, gekakai. But when she left at bus, I was so uh, emotional, and Brenda knows that, eh? Uh, I have to put myself together every day. There's so many things I know because in that hang on tukuma eh? And many times I know I felt like I'm not ready, but only God's help, eh? And tonight's tribute, Bo, we love you so much. We miss you so much. And I know Cole Lotto and he can go on the show. Uh, Brenda, kaya text kami from Mahakina, Takatai. The doctors are standing by to fix me up, eh?
Yep.
And I was so believing her that they just gonna take care of her and then she'll be coming back, eh?
Yeah.
But kaya he tau whia I finangale o tua. But I'm telling you, I'm so glad, Brenda. Kada foki mai mi texisi ke tau five programa ko ini because without her, I don't know. Uh, I know God is gonna help us to move forward every time, but it's still something in there is missing. Her voice, her sense of humor, but and all the time, everything like that is really I'm missing that so much, eh? So Goya pe, I give program if and go off at the and I hope that you guys get to know her more and more. Um, Kaya oku mauiha au pita e whiawhine mele ho kau mai. And thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you.
We're looking forward for more of you in the show. He pula dulu. So, ko ia pe ko ofalahi at ka moto.
Ofat Brenda, Ofat Emeline.
Much love to you both.
Tamae
Good night.
Good night,
Mala?
everybody.
Good night.